Killer. Beats in the hood.
It's your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this military crazy world podcast. Make some noise! When we talk about legends, when we talk about classics, when we talk about this man has done one of the most honorable. We're gonna speak about everything.
Whoa.
But he's been down. His album right now is fire. Like I ain't gonna lie. I'm listening to this shit. I'm very impressed.
Thank you, my
People
brother.
don't take that time, that type of time off, and still come and fresh. But in case you don't know what we talk about the one, only G Dad in the building.
Appreciate you.
I'll be honest.
Come.
The album's really, really good, bro.
Wow,
You got two albums, right? You dropped one with
dropped, right?
Lessons. What is it?
Yeah, Lessons Never Losses and Stay Ready.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Let's get into Lessons and Never Losses, right? That's a big, big statement, right?
Copy.
And most people, they I mean, you know, it's losses in life, of course. But what this statement is saying, by you saying that, is like everything. If it's a lesson learned in that loss, then it's not a loss.
Right.
Okay.
Hell
so
yeah.
how did you come up with that?
I mean, it was just one of them things, like from just the experience of being locked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, you know, I first of all, I got my degree when I was in there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I learned a lot about myself. You know what I mean? So it was kind of fitting when I came out, and they was like, yo, what would you name the album? It was like, yo, you know, it just happened like that, and it was like, yeah, that's exactly how my life been headed. You know what I mean?
And you did this independent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
you got samples on there though.
I appreciate. Yeah,
You got samples on there though.
Facts. You're on the run right now. Hell yeah.
So I'm listening to this album, and like it's like when Shine came home, like I felt like he lost a step. Like I feel like that takes away from you not being and being able to touch the world. But I'm listening and I can't see that with you.
Whoa.
Like I see
Coming from you, bro?
Like nah, I'm dead serious. Like I'm sitting here like I'm at awe. Like I'm just sitting here listening to both albums.
Whoa.
And I'm like, yo. So what was you? You was rhyming in the can? You kept.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like
Okay.
I definitely was like, it wasn't really no point that I could say I stopped. You know what I mean? Like, you know, unless you know how creative.
Yeah.
You know, things don't flow sometimes, but
Right.
for the most part, like I always kept at it. You know what I mean?
Now was you laying music down in the can too? Was you making music in there? Because now everybody got a studio. It
Yeah,
seems
that's
like.
a fact. I don't know how they doing it. You know what I'm saying? But
Bob Cartel dropped the whole movie from jail.
Word, like I'm like, yo, I don't, but you know, I definitely did. I actually did lay something down over the phone. You know, it was kind of makeshift, but you know, dudes made it happen. It was like, you know, you record it, and then like, you know, dudes would go back and you know, kind of chop everything up. You know what I'm saying? So we did record some stuff. So I was kind of like, when I came home, I was kind of in the record mode. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And so did you have to like practice records, or you went straight in and went straight to the booth when you came home?
Yeah, nah, I kind of was like already kind of seasoned. Like we had just did an album.
Right.
We did an album in 2023, right? Like right before I came home.
Okay.
A joint called Influential.
Okay.
From there.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
from, you know what I'm saying? And so when I came home, I was kind of like right with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that was kind of how it was like kind of easy transition in a way, you know?
Because obviously when you came, you went away. he was on the hottest record label, like arguably on the planet. I mean, was it hard to come home and transition into this independent thing?
Nah, I mean, not really. I mean, I had some good production. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Lean Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Cover One and the boys, man. They definitely helped the process because you know, I was, like you said, I was used to a certain thing, you know, as far as music, but like. Before I went in, before I went in, I was kind of already like going, you know, doing the independent thing, like, you know what I mean? Like I was, you know, going through what I was going through, and you know, with the drugs and all of that. So it wasn't really like I was doing the thing with Bad Boy like that at the time anyway. So I kind of knew what that independent life was like. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody told me that you had a slight drug problem, but I never seen that.
Oh.
So. Was that you hiding it, or you overthinking it?
Yeah, nah. I mean, I definitely was what you call like a functional addict.
Okay.
Kind of dude. I always kind of knew that I had to do things. I had children,
right?
So you know, I always tried to support myself, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, but you know, I did have a drug issue. You know what I mean? I gotta admit that. You know.
You had it when you went in. Did you have to kick it inside?
Yeah. I definitely was, you know, still on drugs. You know what I'm saying? When I went in, you know what I mean? I was, you know, messing with that dust and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so when I went in, it was kind of like, you know, it ain't no more dust around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah. So here we go. You know what I mean? So, you know, and then it was one of them things where I kind of, you know, it was like, all right, well, you know, what are you getting so high for now? You know what I mean? So gradually, you know, I kind of just stepped away from a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? Word.
And I'd imagine that the music was kind of, because you said you continued writing and trying to make music. It must have been therapeutic too to help with the time.
Hell yeah. I mean, it wasn't like I was actually writing about anything, but it's just the energy that, you know, that I had to exude to kind of do that stuff. It was therapeutic for sure. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something that I'm not sure if you know. I go on Black Twitter, right? Black Twitter's the most negative place on the planet, right? It's Twitter. I go to the nigga section, right? I go to there.
I'll give it an action. Like, they got a Black Twitter.
The first day I seen Black Twitter like be positive was the day you came home. That was the only time I didn't see people like, so I'm looking for the hate. I'm looking for somebody like, fuck this guy. And I was like, the first time. So I want to ask you, do you feel the love from the streets? Because the streets fuck with you. Like,
right.
Like they were genuinely happy you came home. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm listening.
Yeah, you felt that?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Like. Honestly, I was, you know, I'm surprised as well. Like, you know, like you said, I'm looking for it. Like, damn, you know. But you know, brothers, I think, you know, it hit like a spiritual vein in a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And dudes just related. They didn't relate when I first did it though. When I first turned myself in, it was crazy. They was like, like what is that?
You're out of your mind.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you know what I mean. So especially being in there, you know what I mean. Like I had to explain myself, you know, a lot of, you know, to different times, things of that nature, you know. And you know, after a while, it seemed like as time went on, you know, I would run into brothers and they used to be like, yo, I kind of understand where you coming from, like, you know what I mean? Especially people that caught, like, you know, had, like, you know, killed people and had bodies and stuff like that.
They could kind of relate to whatever you were feeling that made you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people that didn't have that kind of situation in jail was like, yo, what was, like, I don't understand, like, you know what I mean? And I had to, like, yo, listen, did you ever do something like that, you know? And brothers was like, well, nah, you know what I mean? So it was one of them things.
And I mean, you know that was some real honorable shit, like because like most people would have just let that shit go. And so was it guilt?
I mean, I think it was more like balance.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Balance?
Yeah, like balance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like, you know, I was blessed. I had, you know, I remember sitting at the table. I had my children around me. Like, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, survivor's guilt is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
man. Yeah, it's like, damn. You know, so it was one of them things. Like, you know, after a while, I started thinking like, yo, you know, I should at least try to get that, you know, make it right in some type of way. You know what I mean?
Do you huddle up with the family before you make that move and say, this is what I'm about to do?
Now, what family you talking about? His family or
his family?
Okay.
Well, I kind of, spoke on it a little bit, not kind of like at the time when I was doing it, but I had spoken, what if, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did this back in the days. What if I was to turn myself in for that? Like, what would you think about that, And, that's really, that's in the past and, stuff like that, So I was weighing my options for a while,
that must have been tough with your kids, it's going to change everybody's life
If a friend stepped to you with that same thing, would you tell them to turn themselves in?
I probably would say, nah, man.
I don't think
to be honest with you, I'd be like, but again, like, we wouldn't understand. What was weighing on them,
Right.
I mean, I guess you had to be going through it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things that, like, a lot of people say, yo, I don't know if I could have did that. I think if you was in my shoes and the creator put that in your spirit, you might have did it too. So you know what I mean? So I just be like, I don't really know what to say to it at the time. I just tell them it's my experience.
And your path. That's your path. Yeah. Right.
That's the most honorable shit I've ever heard in my life, bro. Like,
whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you.
For real. I know we ain't reply to that, but
praise,
a lot of people would have took that and just lived their life. You know what I'm saying? And just like, and you were on. You have a record deal. Like, it's like, in retrospect, I can see you and look at you and just tell you're an honorable person. But still, that takes an honor of an honorable person to admit that. And
I appreciate it. It was hard though.
I know.
It
couldn't have been easy.
Hard. Yeah. I never forget when I was walking into the precinct, I was like, I don't believe you doing this. Like, I'm telling myself that. Like,
it was
you know what I mean? Like, it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like another person talking to me, like, yo. But I was like, it was just something that I had to do, man.
All right.
Wow.
And I imagine, like, I know jail is tough, period. But I imagine, like, a lot of people in the system gave you love for that. Like, gave you, like, I'm asking.
Yeah. It was kind of like, I had a different situation, a different experience in there because of that,
Right.
It was kind of like people was like, yo, that's,
All right, like leave him alone. Leave him alone. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. And then, I was already kind of, in that vein, like in that, going down that path of being locked up a lot. You know what I mean? Because I was like, out there, getting arrested for just, just all type of shit. So I was like, can I curse? My bad. That's the shit. Word, right? Talk about drinks here. So so dudes had. I wasn't like kind of a stranger to being locked up. Like I had just did like a bullet, like about 2 years before that and all of that. So, me being in there was kind of like kind of almost normal. Dudes was like, yeah, that's that right there. Yeah.
And it might have, you never know, it might have saved your life in another way that you don't even know.
Right.
Yeah.
I think so.
I believe so. Hell yeah.
So.
Hell yeah. I was going nowhere fast, yo. I was like, everything was kind of just like a desperate, attempt at trying to, achieve or get back to something that, wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Now, one thing that happened while you was away was the passing of Black Rob. And I didn't realize how close y'all was. And did you get on through Black Rob? Did Black Rob put you on and then you signed the Bad Boy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it happened?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or it was like kind of my bro knew him. We from the same neighborhood, but I actually
Harlem.
Yeah, right, Harlem, right. I'm like a block away from him, you know what I mean? But I never actually met him. I knew he signed and all of that.
Oh, you never met Black Rob?
Nah, I had never met him, prior to that, you know what I mean? And then my man knew him, my man Puka Broxy. He knew him. He was like, he let Rob hear one of the tapes I had, demo tape joint, and he was like, Rob, he want to meet you, and all of that, one of them things. I was like, word? And one day he came and got me. He's like, Rob up the block. You know what I'm saying? He want to meet you, just come through. I came up the block, and then he was just like, how he used to talk. He said, he was like, I want you on my album. I was like, word.
This is your first day meeting?
Yeah, first day meeting.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, like, and I be telling brothers that, like, his heart was, like, tremendous, man. Like, he wasn't one of them dudes that, like, gatekeeped anything. Like, he'd be like, You know what I mean? Like, that was just how he was. Like, And that's what he did for, you know, for me with the album. Like, he was like, come on down.
Wow.
Get on the album. Right. You know what I mean? I got on the album, and it just so happens...
What, that album was in 1999?
Yeah, the Life Story joint.
Okay, cool.
Hard Pierre happened to be there that day. And then, you know, that was how I wound up getting signed.
Okay.
Well,
Special Delivery, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Did it over.
Yeah.
Where was you at when you found out that Lil Wayne did it over? And this is arguably one of the biggest artists in the world.
Hell yeah. I mean, I forgot. I know somebody pulled up and was like, yo, Wayne did your joint over, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, word. You know, then when I heard it, you know, I felt some kind of way at first, though. You know what I'm saying? I was like...
We all do.
Yeah.
We all do when someone's down, well,
right.
We all,
like,
at first, a little bit bitter.
Yeah, you a little bitter, you know what I'm saying? I was like...
It's
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like, why would he... You know, like, it was a single. Like, you know, you could have picked anything, you know what I mean? This is my single, like, you know what I'm saying? But then I started...
He hates it. I'm like, hey, you homage, bro.
That's not just me. Thank you.
Hell no. Yo, bro, I'm like, yo, so... Like, I could see you take somebody, like, kind of album cut, you know what I mean? But, like, this was my actual single, and then you made it a single as well.
Right.
But then I thought about it, you know what I mean?
It lives on. The record lives on forever.
And then you think about, like, history of hip-hop. Like, dudes do it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and I just, like, it dawned on me. Like,
it's already a hit, let's make it a hit again.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how many times people done sample Big Daddy Kane, Ain't No Half Step in it? Like, you know what I mean?
You know what I don't like is, like, when they take the record and they make it what it wasn't supposed to be. Like, I had a record that I dedicated to my father.
Oh, right.
Called Sometimes.
Yeah, that was my joint.
So, a couple of people, I don't want to say who, a couple of people sampled it, and they made the record kind of like happy. And I was like, this record wasn't meant to be happy. Like, this is a record about my father. So that's really, when I really take it personal, when they take a record, like something like that so personal about my father. The reason why I love Wayne, and the reason why I fuck with Wayne, because Wayne did Banned from TV over twice. That's serious. But he keeps it like that. He keeps it up that alley where it's respect to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can tell he's an artist.
Hell yeah.
You know
I understood it as time went on. I was like, you know, shout out to Wayne, man, you know. But I was like, yo, at first I was like, what the?
Have you seen Wayne since you've been home?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I ain't seen it.
I wonder what a G-Dep and Lil Wayne record would sound like.
It sound like something.
We know you're not drinking, but we got a game called Quick Time with Slime.
Let's give him his flowers, man.
Okay, flowers. Well, come on, guys, my bad. Well, our show is about giving people their flowers so they can smell them. And bro, this is long overdue. We want to give you your flowers to your face.
Appreciate you.
Right there. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
Serious? I ain't never get on board in my life.
Snoop said it's better than the Grammy. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that's better than the Grammy, man.
So, you want to do Quick Time?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, he needs a
designated drinker. We could do Sonny or we could do his man, whatever you want.
Yeah. Shizzy Bando, let Shizzy Bando get his lungs dirty a little.
Let's get him there.
Get his
You know
liver.
what's crazy? In New York City, you could smoke on parole, but you can't drink on parole.
Yeah,
right?
hell
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And they like really come get you like, yo,
For drinking.
Hell yeah. I ain't playing with these
You
people.
don't even chance it, man.
Yeah, I'm not playing with it.
The other day, I jumped out the car. In New York, obviously, right? I jumped out the car, and I walked right into a dispensary, right? And I bought bud, and I just really thought to myself, how many times did I get arrested for doing the same exact thing? Like, you had to be bugging when you came home.
Yeah,
and you see
I still bug
everywhere.
I still be bugging, bro. I'm like, yo, like that shit is unheard of. Like, that was like our little ritual, you know, get the weed and
from the police.
Yeah, now they like, yo, excuse me, officer, can you show me how
it is?
Yeah, that shit is crazy. That's just crazy to me, man. But you know, it is what it is. It's not legal down here, is it?
It's medically approved. But I think Trump took that away from y'all. Away from us, I guess.
I don't think not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. They're in the process of doing it.
They stopped the recreational.
Really?
Out here, yeah. So it's only medical.
Oh, yeah, no, it's just medical.
Yeah. But it was on the ballot this year to be recreational.
They were going to make it. They took that out, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right, Quick Time with Slime. We're going to give you two choices.
Hold on. What you drinking?
Tequila's fine.
Tequila?
He says fine.
No tequila or tequila? You said
tequila.
Oh, tequila?
We got it? We're going to give you two choices. You pick one, we're not drinking. You say, basically you don't want to answer. You say both or neither. then we all drink. Well, you're not. He's drinking.
Okay, so one more time.
Two choices.
Yeah,
Really, this is just, we're bringing up names and places
If you
just
got
for stories. Any
yeah.
stories, you know what I'm saying? But if you pick one, like we're going to say this person or this person, and you pick one, you're not drinking. Nobody's drinking.
Oh, I got you.
But if you don't want to really answer, you'd be like both or neither of them.
Oh,
then we all drink.
We got to drink.
Like if you don't
All right,
answer, if you evade the question, we drinking.
Got you.
And these guys write it over there.
Yeah, that's them. They're doing is not us.
That's the cocaine section. the Dominican and the Colombian, right? They right there. They do this now.
The cocaine
Okay.
section.
Okay. Max B or Jim Jones?
I had to say I'm not too familiar with Max B's like catalog as Jim, so I would have to say Jim on that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Cam or Mace?
Cam or Mace? I don't know. I ain't gonna choose.
Then you gotta take a shot. By the way, that's the correct answer.
Yeah.
There's no wrong answer.
There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer.
That's tequila? What is that?
Yeah.
That was mad fast, too.
Yeah, she got that. Like she stole that.
That was quick time with you.
Since we drinking, might just let her pour up and.
Sake is really like you have to do this with a partner. You can't drink sake by yourself. But I broke the rules already.
You pouring it to you for yourself too?
Yep.
All right, cheers. Drink up. No, drink up.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Did I get the point?
Salud. Okay.
I drink with you.
Drink water?
Go ahead.
Black Rob or Big L?
Black Rob or Big L?
I like you thinking, right? I can see you thinking.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to both.
Rest in peace to Black Rob. Rest in peace to Big L. I had to say, I'm gonna go with my bro, man.
You gonna go with Black Rob?
Yeah, Black Rob, man.
Okay.
You ever interact with Big L?
Yeah. I definitely. I met him a few times.
Okay.
How was he?
He was cool, quiet dude. Just come do his work. You know what I mean? We never like hung out.
Right.
I met him in a few studios. It's like I always ran into him in the studio.
Sorry to cut you off.
So,
but that had to be a shocking experience too, because when you went away, we all had to be in the same studios together. Now, a motherfucker could just send you a record. Was that shocking for you too?
Yeah. But it was kind of like. It was just where stuff was headed, like, you know what I mean?
You knew it was headed that way, in that direction?
Yeah, because when I left when they, I had an iPhone and all of that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I understood how compact things was going. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I used to go to the studio with the PS. Remember when PSPs first came out? And so I would kind of upload the beats to the PSP. Like I was kind of on to the technology, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of knew that stuff was starting to get to be, like it was going there, you know what I mean? But it's still amazing to me though.
Yeah.
I love it. You know
Technology, the motherfuckers really can make a whole album on the phone now.
Hell yeah.
Like beats, recorded, everything on the phone.
Yeah.
Now you don't even need people because AI could do it all. Now.
Yeah, AI can, you don't even got to go to the session. AI go to the session for you.
Yeah, this is serious.
Okay. Kiss or Pusha T?
I had to say Kiss.
Okay.
Harlem World or Dipset?
Harlem World or Dipset? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's
Take a shot?
So you're saying both?
Yeah, I'm saying both.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Wait, and Harlem World, that was Mason them, right?
Yeah, that was Mason, Loon.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, he got to catch up 2 shots, right?
Sugar J and all of them. Shout to Blinky Blink and all of them.
What no?
Rough Riders or Rockefeller?
Rough Riders or Rockefeller?
Jamie.
Thank you. I had to say Rough Riders. I know them, I know them personally, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Okay.
Ready to Die or Life After Death?
Woo.
Big.
Life After Death.
And you got to meet Big, right?
Nah, I ain't get to meet
Never got to meet Big?
Nah. I seen him one time in the tunnel before I got there and all of that. like not really performing, but he was just kind of
chilling.
Right. He was like, yo, that's that Biggie Smalls dude right there. Hey, he was dumb tall. I was like, damn.
That's funny as hell. I seen Biggie in the tunnel too. He's with Little C's.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he was just him and I was like, yo, why he don't have security?
What?
And I was so shocked with him not having security, being one of the toughest clubs in the world.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The tunnel was like a jail.
Yeah, well, hell yeah.
That shit wasn't like no club.
Hell yeah. He was standing on
They
the
got
wall.
unisex bathrooms. This shit was weird.
It's just like go. Word. Yeah, the tunnel is crazy.
Okay. Dave East or Votto? You could tell they're trying to give you Harlem questions.
Yeah, that's a fact. Dave East or Votto? I'm gonna go with the bro Dave East, man.
Okay.
Nas or LL?
You know that was a Queen's question.
You took too long.
You took too long.
You said Nas or LL? I ain't gonna lie, LL kind of was part of my, my experience of getting into wanting to rap and all that. So I'm gonna have to say L, man.
Really?
Hell yeah.
You a LL fan?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Hell yeah. Early, I was like, yo, this kid is the illest, man.
Right.
Word.
I can see now. I can see where you coming from. Yeah.
Word.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Wu-Tang or Public Enemy?
I had to go with PE on that one. Fight the power, baby. Fight the power.
Rakim or Big Daddy Kane?
Damn, now I'm out of here.
I'm taking a shot for that.
Word, damn.
Word.
I don't know. I had to say both with that one.
All right.
Word.
Yeah, I had to say both too.
Word.
Kumo D or Curtis Blow?
Kumo D, man.
Okay. Kumo D from Harlem too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
129th Street. Coming.
Super legend, man.
Hey, I had to think about this song for a minute.
It's the Wild Wild West, right?
Hell yeah.
Tupac
I didn't
or
realize he was
Eazy-E?
talking about the Wild Wild West Harlem.
Yeah, Harlem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah, I didn't- that shit just hit me just
You were
now.
talking about the West Side.
Wow.
Yo, I used to always think that was
I mean, we
about the
wouldn't have
West
known.
Coast.
I'm not from New York. We wouldn't even
No,
understand
so
that.
he just said it
Nah,
just
but,
now.
right, but he had the cowboy stuff on and all that.
That's
So,
what I'm saying.
yeah, hell yeah. You wouldn't know that.
Tupac or Eazy-E?
I had to go with Pac on that one.
I never met Pac, man.
Nah.
Pac. I met Biggie and never met Pac.
Yeah, I would have loved that meeting him. He another one I seen in the tunnel.
Oh, really?
I
Can you
definitely
tell
didn't
us?
see that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What was that?
It was like it was ill because like you know how the tunnel had them steps.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm on
when
the
you walking in.
No, like when you all like kind of towards the back, going to the bathroom.
Okay, yeah, okay, yes.
So I'm on the top of the steps, and I'm like, who the hell is that? Like he got the red jacket on with the bald head. This was when
Above the Rim?
Yeah, they was filming Above the Rim.
I believe,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
So he was in town.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm looking, I'm like, yo, who they? You could see, like, females following them and all that. I'm like, yo, who the hell is that? Like, I'm looking, and then he got at the bar, and then so it was a little closer, and I could tell it was him. And then, like, it was just ill, like, they was just on his body, you heard? Like, they was, like, trying to grab him. He kept, like turning around, like, and all I could see is, like, him just kept turning around, like. I was like, damn, look at Pops, man.
He was by
Word.
himself, like besides the chicks.
Yeah, like, he was just walking through the crowd.
That's wild.
Word. And then he just like he went to the bar and like they was just like I guess they was trying to get his autograph or something.
Yeah.
So it was crazy.
Pac finished it.
Yeah, he was that guy, so I ain't gonna lie.
Biz Markie or ODB?
I'm gonna go with the Biz Markie on that one.
Rest in peace of both.
I think ODB would go with Biz Markie with that one. I think he would pick Biz.
Yeah.
G-Rap or KRS-One? This got to be tough.
Yeah, that's tough. I gotta go with both on that one.
Okay, let's
I
go.
can't, yeah.
Cheers.
Trying to get
Mobb Deep.
Drink,
MOP?
Pac. You're not drinking.
Oh, hold up. I ain't drinking either. Hold on.
No, because I liked it the next one. I was.
You were like, you wanted to beat me to it?
Yeah, no. I just liked it.
Mobb Deep, though, these some hard questions, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Mobb Deep or MOP? Damn. I gonna have to take another shot.
All right, let's
go. Hell yeah.
Clips or EPMD?
EPMD.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky or ASAP Ferg?
I'm gonna go with the original, man. ASAP Rocky on that one.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, ASAP, you my man. You my homie. But them ballerina slippers you had on that the other day, I almost disclaimed you, sir.
Oh, man, he had on the ballerina.
You see the ballerina slippers? Somebody pull that up.
Please.
That's
man.
my friend. I love him.
Hell yeah, that's the bro.
I drink his Canadian whiskey. I do everything, but those slippers had me hurt.
Damn.
I was not cool with that. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't seen it? And they red too. Like he was gonna say, I'm Dorothy. Like I'm Dorothy. Like what's that shit? I'm going back to Kansas. That shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I looked. I almost texted him. I was like home. I was texting him and I was like, none of this is gonna come off good. Just let this go. Let this go. No. See, I was bullshit. No, I'm dead serious.
Oh, nah, man.
Nah, that ain't Harlem, nah. Yo, you
damn, it's really the Dorothy slippers. Maybe he's on the Michael Jackson sip. With
and you know what's so crazy about ASAP? I'm going to give him the pass. I'm going to give him the pass because in 2 years from now, I think people are going to be rocking these. They'll follow him. Hopefully they'll follow him. But me personally, I am not.
Yeah.
Not on this one. You're my bro. The troopers, but there's no condition is this Harlem. Look, the Harlem disclaimed him immediately. Harlem said, oh, this is not Harlem. Do not blame Harlem for that.
Those is like just basically like his shoe, like
oh, they
heels.
even men's?
Like they look like female shoes.
Like I'm just asking.
They look like the jelly joints
but
back
the
in the day.
The one on the left is not the same one he's wearing. They did him dirty on that.
Oh, you're right.
It's not the same.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
wait, it's two different ones?
Yeah. His are more like loafers,
But it's close enough.
And the other
though.
one is straight up Dorothy's shoe.
Straight up Dorothy's shoe. No, you're right though. You're right. Yeah, they got us.
They did him dirty on that one.
They did him dirty.
Oh, they did him dirty. Oh,
Yeah,
so
they cut the shoe off so you can't really see it good.
Oh, okay. So shout
But
out
if
to,
it
shout out to
is,
ASAP. All right.
if it is,
Yeah,
there's no pass for that.
Damn, A-Sizzle.
But he got Rihanna, so fuck it.
Yeah.
I guess you start
At that point,
start
right?
going crazy for shit like that. All right.
Paid in full, New Jack City.
Paid in full or New Jack City. That's tough, man.
That's both Harlem too, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Word.
New Jack was Harlem too.
I'm gonna go with New Jack City.
Okay. This is my favorite question of all. Loyalty or respect?
Damn, that's a good question.
That's
great question,
my favorite
man.
one.
That's a great question. I would have to say respect.
Okay.
I would have to say respect.
I'm gonna take a shot because I thought you were gonna say both. I swore you was gonna say both.
Word. Because loyalty is like you can respect somebody and kind of not be loyal to them. Like, you know what I mean?
I understand.
Yeah, like, you know, it's kind of, respect is kind of more blanket. It's like more of a blanket, broader statement. You know what I mean? Loyalty is kind of specific.
Right.
Yeah, you know, but they both kind of.
I always say
really
that's the only
strong
time.
things.
That's the only time in this whole program that you're supposed to say both because I feel like it goes hand in hand. That's me.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
That's me personally.
It does go hand in hand.
Yeah, give him another shot though. Give him another shot. Give him another shot before he walks off.
You sure? Yeah, you sure? Yeah, my bro.
What's his name?
That Shizzy Bando, man. That's the other half of the Stay Ready album.
And that was light. That was light work we did today.
He killed it. Yo,
Appreciate you, man.
Yo, listen.
Yeah, that's one of the producers. Hell yeah, any on one of the songs. as well.
Okay. Yo, bro, I'm not gassing you.
Appreciate you.
Like, listen, bro, we be here listening to other people's music and we be horrified.
Whoa.
Like before people come in, we be like, what did we tell this guy about his album? Like, your shit, yo, that shit, I was really, really impressed.
Thanks, bro.
And the fact is, like, I'm not gassing you, like, because I'm listening to your cadence, I'm listening to your breath control, I was like, he had to keep rhyming. Like, you didn't take, like, it shows. And by the way, if you ain't got these albums, you need to go get these fucking albums. These is dope, bro.
Appreciate
these
you,
is
bro.
dope.
I ain't gonna lie, I would love this. I would love to get a collab with you on
Yeah,
one
let's
of
go,
these days,
kid.
man.
Let's go. I come out of retirement. Let's
Whoa,
go.
appreciate
I come out of
you.
retirement.
Appreciate you,
got a
bro.
verse left in me.
Hell yeah.
I wrote a verse the other day in the shower. It was weird.
Word.
Sometimes
you still
like,
got it.
Sometimes,
It's an affliction.
Sometimes something will hit me, and I smoke so much bud, I have to write that shit down immediately. So I had to write. I wrote a whole fucking rhyme in the shower, but it was like weird because I kept not getting my phone wet. But I was like, so I was out, and I was like, yo, if my wife walk in at any point, I'm gonna look crazy. like, yo, you want to be on the phone that much? Like, yeah, I felt it, so I just hurried up. But
wait, hold up. One thing we didn't have on the list: major versus indie. Now that you've experienced both, days.
I ain't gonna lie. You see, I'm still getting used to the indie life. You know what I mean?
Right.
You see how, certain things. You know what I mean? You like just for instance, just me being late just now, like trying to handle everything. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, it's a lot. And you kind of, long for the days where you could just be an artist and just like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
You gotta wear all the hats now.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
he explained it the right way.
Hell yeah, like,
because,
it's real.
So I always say major, right? And you can relate to I relate. There's nothing like being on a major label, like when at that height, that height. Now I know,
and when you're that artist, because you could be on a major label and be on the low end of that list, and they not treating you the same.
that's the most important part. You are correct. I will woman say, but when you are that guy, being on Bad Boy, compares to nothing. I'm just letting you know. I remember seeing that Bad Boy train, like, and that shit.
Yeah, it definitely trained you to, spoil you.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. If to go from that, like me, it's fucked up for me because I was on Penalty Records. Penalty was actually an independent that was signed to a major that acted as a major that was an independent.
No, it was a major independent.
It was a major independent.
Right.
What's fucked up about me and the situation with me was I had to make it to a certain extent for that budget to actually open. Does that make sense? So I had to. So see, y'all was spoiled, man. Y'all was good over there. But we had to make like a certain amount for the major to start acting.
Oh wow!
So Capone and Noriega's whole first album was independent. It wasn't. It didn't get picked up by Tommy Boy to like 250,000 units, which took us.
Oh snap!
A long time. But I love talking to people like you because we've experienced that like right now, like you said, you would land somewhere. You know what we used to have? Street raps.
Hell yeah.
I worked your records. My boy Boris, he was on the street team.
Oh,
so Sean Perez. You remember Sean Perez, right?
You don't remember?
Hell yeah, Sean Perez. Hell yeah.
You don't remember when you used to land? There used to be a street rep who would actually pick you up.
You had a whole street team.
Oh yeah, I love street teams. So when I went to, I'm gonna tell you my when I went from that shit to go independent, I complained the whole time. I was like, fuck this shit. Like, you mean I gotta pay for my own car? I gotta swipe my credit card at the hotel?
Right.
Like, yo, so it
remember what you're giving up though is ownership.
Sometimes fuck it.
Nah, I'm just saying. Right. As long as you're willing to give it up, but that's what you're giving up at the end of the day is the ownership.
But
the catalog.
It's like me and Depp was just saying. A lot of us never had ownership in the first place. So when a person samples your record, that's why you said at first you was like, yo. A lot of the times when people sample my records and it's the records that I didn't own, I actually get nothing out of that.
Hell yeah.
All I get is a look and a shout out. I don't want a shout out and a look.
Oh, but you were never really independent.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's the reason why when you got people like us and people sample us and they don't have to clear it through like I found out my record was on Entourage in the movie theater.
Right.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's ill.
You being nice to me saying that's ill. That's fucked up. Keep it real, bro.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. Like, I literally was like, oh shit. And people turned around, they looked at me, was like, oh, you wasn't gonna tell us? And I was like, I didn't know.
Oh, wow.
Pharrell didn't call me, they cleared it through Pharrell. Pharrell has ownership
Really?
of the label. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait. Which record was it?
Superdog. Remember, the producer automatically owns 50%. Yeah. Automatic.
Not of the master. And the master's what needs to be cleared for that license.
Well, whatever deal Pharrell got with me, he owns the master.
So, unless he made an ill deal from the beginning that he wants a part of the master, which
he couldn't.
Which at that time he was an up and coming producer.
Eventually later, because you got to remember that catalog was sold. So like Bad Boy's catalog was sold. So that's what's so fucked up. Like my catalog and probably your catalog, like if they sell it, you have to deal with a whole nother different regime of people that you didn't make the records with. It's fucked up being an artist. Artists, get your shit together, own your masters.
Yeah, you got.
But also, I say everybody got to be on a major for one album.
Yeah.
For one album.
But the best way to be on a major is be independent, successfully independent, then you can go and make the deal with the major as an independent, where you keep your ownership and now you just use the machine. Versus the other way around. When you come in fresh, they take advantage of everything.
Yeah, hell yeah. You definitely learn.
You learn.
Being being an independent after being in a major. Definitely. Like, cause it's stuff now that I'm like, I kind of got a new respect for majors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, and the money they was putting up, the time, like, you know what I mean? You know how when you finish the album, like with the Lessons Never Lost, I kind of put that together, you know, independently. So, you know, typing up the lyrics, copywriting everything,
damn, see, I didn't even
registering it on
the BBS,
BDS, you know, that shit was like, I was like, damn.
That's why it's hard to recoup, because they say, look, this is all that we had to pay for. Lawyers and the marketing team,
and all that,
the radio team, the publishers, like all this. It's real.
I told you one time I paid for a billboard that I never saw.
Well, you know, that was the other hustle too.
Damn, you telling me they got me?
The market, you know, the marketing.
Yeah, the marketing was crazy.
It was a hustle.
50,000 for one page.
But everybody was going, all right, you get some, everybody gets some.
It was so much money at that time. It was so much money at that time.
And it was an era. That was the era of that, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
the peak.
Do you believe that era? What is your favorite era of hip hop? Well, do you believe this is the golden years from 1999 to 2009?
Hell yeah.
I believe so too.
Hell yeah.
I believe so.
But say it again. Huh? Say it again. I was spaced out.
1999, like that era, 1999 to 2009.
Okay.
I believe that's one of the golden eras. I want to say 98 because my album came out in 98.
Right.
but I can stretch it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has their own golden eras for sure. Like, yeah. That is an era for sure.
That's an era.
Especially as far as like making money.
Right.
Like it was like the industry was like a cash cow at that time.
Yeah, that was the
like,
peak of money in the industry.
Hell yeah.
Now I ain't gonna lie. I remember seeing you and Black Rob, and I remember seeing y'all perform in Jersey.
Hell yeah, I remember that day.
I remember y'all, listen, I was just watching y'all. Y'all tore that shit down.
I appreciate it.
Describe to people, because this is the one thing.
You had monsters though, bro. Like,
no, but this is about you. Hold on, this is about you, right? Because people don't understand. We were hustlers back then, right? Now, I hate to say that, like back in my day, like I hate to sound like the old guy, right? But we could actually live off of one record. We could have one record and live, but we knew how to perform. We knew how to have these things. Right. Describe to people what having a hit record is, because I can't. I can't tell a person who's never had a hit record, like, yo, how good of a feeling this shit is.
Yeah. It's like
describe to the go ahead.
It's like when you play Mario Brothers, and you hit that brick that the shit just keep going. Like, That's what having a hit record is like. It's like it just don't stop. Like you get it's like you get like constant gratification. Like you know what I'm saying.
That's a good visual.
No, that's the best. Yeah, that's the
Word
best.
up. That's kind of what it's like. Like you know what I mean.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like it's like you hit that brick, that magic brick. Like
They always say that crackheads chase their first high. Like the first time that they got high. If you're an artist, you would for the rest of your life chase that hit record again.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. It's one of the most phenomenal feelings ever in life. Like being able to go to a club, see somebody look at you, and know that they know every word to your fucking record. It's one of the most phenomenal things ever in life, man. And I hope everybody can experience that once in their life. Like it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, and especially that era that we were in. So now it's also that famous clip, right? Even though I heard you say that his sons called you and pulled up on you.
Oh, for when the day we went, we met
that 5.
Yeah,
I felt that 5 when y'all. I was like,
hell yeah.
But I want to commend you. And I'm gonna tell you why I want to commend you. You couldn't fake that 5. That 5 when y'all kept going like this.
It was good to see the bro. Like,
I was like, that's real love right there. Like we always get the bad side of Diddy. That's what people always say. And I love what you said. You said, I believe you. I forget where you said this. That he was like, I don't know that. Like the bro, it wasn't like that to me.
Right.
I say that shit and I look crazy. But when you said it, everyone believed you. They didn't believe me. But so.
Yeah, I peeped that too. That was dope.
That was a dope moment. Like, so what was that moment like for you?
It was just a genuine moment, like seeing somebody you haven't seen in a while. Like I couldn't really think of like, like kind of put the politics and all of that.
Politically correct.
Yeah, like I couldn't even think that way with him. Like, you know what I mean?
You're a genuine person,
It was genuine
bro.
for you.
Yo,
That's all it is. It's being genuine.
I appreciate it.
Let me tell you something, bro.
I
in case I didn't say it earlier, like, I admire you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
likewise.
I admire you, bro, because it's like, I don't know if you knew what you did at that moment. But you first off, the internet is broke. Oh, shit. G-Dap and Diddy is together in Harlem. Like,
yeah.
But it was, I can tell it was so genuine coming from you.
You know, we were kind of talking before that. Like, it wasn't like that was the first time they hollered and was like, you know what I mean? So, you know, I had spoke to him like probably about a week or so after I came home, and we was been trying to get up. Right. He was like, "Yo, I want you to come down here. Yo, I want you."
Did you seen a tweet out say "Let's work" or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, yeah. You know what I mean? He hit me up, and Stevie J contacted me. Yo, Puff, you want to holler at you? You know, we spoke FaceTime a few times. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so then that day was just one of the days they was in town.
Right.
You know, and come to find out that's why he was in town, because he had to, you know, turn himself in and all that stuff. So, you know, that was kind of like, you know, we was already kind of like in the line of, you know, messing with each other and all that. So when he came through, it was just like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? All right. Hell yeah.
I heard you describe that moment as he was regular.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, he's super regular, man. He was like, yo, so what you want to do? I was like, you don't got nothing to do? Like, word.
That's weird.
I was like, different. Hell yeah. I was like, what you mean? I was like, yo, all right. So he was like, you want to go something to eat or something? I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? And then we just went. He was like, all right. And then and we just went. We were just riding around Harlem.
Yeah.
Like, then we went up. Then we shot around to we was trying to go to see Dougie Fresh real quick. Couldn't find him. So we like shot down the West Side Highways, like super regular. Like, I'm riding around pumping in the Phantom, some crazy with the stars on the roof.
Looking for Dougie Fresh. How dope is that?
Like, where Dougie Fresh at? Hell yeah. Yeah, we just, you know, it was regular, man.
So now I'm gonna ask you, first off, the man is not guilty, right?
Yeah.
He's not guilty.
That's a fact.
But did you ever think 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that Puff Daddy would be in jail?
Hell no.
That shit
is crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me.
Like us even saying this right now,
Word, like,
it seems like we're playing around.
That's a fact. Like it was like he was the scapegoat to like just snap on. Like, yo, this nigga's crazy. He's just bananas. He's just out of his mind. But you never would think he would really get locked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the furthest thing from out of my mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, regardless of whatever, you know, he was a high-strung dude, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't, like, I would never think he would be locked up.
All right. What's the plans? You opening your own label? What you gonna do? What we doing?
I mean, I do have the label.
Okay.
I started a label when I was locked up in 2023. Called Black Market Group recordings. You know what I'm saying? So that's because when you put out stuff on the DSPs, you gotta put it through a label.
Yeah.
You know
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like you can't just put your name.
You can't be yourself. You can't be Victor and just throw out your record.
Okay, damn.
Yeah.
So you
gotta
can't
be Victor LLC and then you can do it.
Right, hell yeah.
So you can't just upload it to iTunes on your own? I didn't know that.
You gotta go through
So it has to be incorporated.
Through a distribution,
through a distribution site like DistroKid or Two Laws or something like
or
that.
Empire.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I
I
mean?
did not know that.
Yeah, so
That's payola. That's
Independent,
like
buddy.
Illuminati.
yeah,
No,
now
man.
and
You
people
make
that
everything
got
Illuminati.
I'm saying, and people that got like a name, like you can see how, like if they do things on their own, it's a lot to do, but like you could really kind of cake off, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just you, like, you know what I mean?
Right. So it's direct. So it's 80-20 you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So that 20% goes to the TuneCore or
Some of them don't even have that set up. Like they just want you to pay them. Like they get
Yeah, you could pay.
like just give me $100 a year.
like a subscription to put out shit. Even
Really?
SoundCloud does
Hell
distribution
yeah,
now.
hell yeah.
I didn't know
But
that.
don't get it twisted. The tech companies are the new major labels fucking everybody over.
Hell yeah.
That's 100% for
Right.
sure. Because imagine, they don't gotta do no physical shit. All they shit is press the button, when it goes out,
Hell
and
yeah.
they making money.
So they're not making money.
Night and day from anybody that wants to be an artist. That's crazy.
Right.
But you still got to pay for his album cover.
Yeah.
You still got to pay for
Artwork.
the photos.
Well, now you can just tell ChatGPT to make an album cover.
Hell yeah, that's true.
It's changing quickly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You don't gotta pay designers.
I know people. It seemed like a lot of, because I'll be on the internet, because I'm doing this independent thing, so I see like the response from those AI generated kind of things. Like people was kind of like,
Oh no, they turn
they like, yo, you know what I mean? But sooner or later, like that's just gonna be it. I see it.
But graphic design is easy, like for people not to even notice it.
Yeah.
Same.
You definitely could get it.
And
get away
eventually,
with it.
like, they making shit look like it's real life shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie. I saw Bob Marley smoking a blunt with Snoop Dogg the other day. I lost it. I knew it was fake. I knew it was fake and still lost
But
it.
see,
Like,
that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get to a point where we know it's fake, but we want to believe it.
I wanted to believe
And
it.
then people are just gonna get in this
I wanted
weird
to-
thing where I know it's fake, but I'm still gonna ride with it.
Yeah, like you might be right.
It's gonna be
that
like
might
a
where
weird
it's
change
going.
of psychology that we don't even understand right this moment.
Like right
wow,
now,
man, yeah,
the
yeah.
first person, I want to big him up, that I felt like using AI and chat GBT correctly is Beanie Siegel.
Well, yeah. Well,
Like,
he's not
oh,
using
that
ChatGPT,
video?
but AI.
Yeah. I don't know if that video. I don't even know the videos.
That
real,
shit was fire. That's
but
what you're
he
talking about.
sounded like himself, and in that case, that's what AI
Oh,
works.
now I'm talking about something else.
No,
What?
because
Yeah, I
he
heard
kind
about
of
that.
like
Yeah, to
lost his voice.
recreate his voice.
I heard about
So
that.
like if with that, he went. I believe this footage was real. See, I don't even know which footage is
Right.
real or not.
That's the fucked up world we live in. We don't know. We gotta always caveat with, I don't know if this is real, but I'm gonna tell you this.
Hell
You
yeah,
know?
hell yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that's dope. That I think that's a positive side of AI. There's a lot of positivity too.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
there's a lot of
Will
negativity.
I Am showed us some positivity, but then Will I Am scared the shit out of me too.
Why?
He had a vato.
He's a vato.
No, he had a vato. He got a vato on his AI.
Yeah, it could be anything you
Yeah,
want
it
it to
could
be.
be anything, yeah.
Anything.
Yeah,
And you pick a vato.
Yeah, he picked. Like he got a Mexican.
Do you fuck with ChatGPT or anything?
I'm not
The
good.
shit is scary because I will do regular shit with it.
Oh, I thought Vato was something else.
No, Mexican.
Yeah.
Like a Mexican accent.
Yeah, he had his GPS with Mexican accent. I thought that was so dope.
That was
whatever
fire.
accent you want on it. It'll start talking slang. And the more you talk to it, it'll talk to you in a way that you talk.
Yeah.
So
you can put Spanish Harlem, and that shit starts speaking like the dudes at the handball court. You can like,
because chat, you don't have to type to it anymore. You can talk to it direct.
Yeah.
So what I was saying, the creepy shit for me, I do regular shit, like just like almost like Google search shit.
Yeah.
But I'll talk to it now, and the shit will hear my kids sometimes in the background. One day it said, "Hey, how's your kids doing today?"
Oh, hell no.
No fucking way. No.
I'm gonna type to you now, bro.
Wait. For real?
Turn that feature off.
100%. It said, I'll be like, but I'm on some weird shit. I'm like, I'm gonna be nice to this shit because in the future, the Matrix, Terminator, I want them to be like, yo, he was nice. So I'm like, how you doing, chat? And it says, I'm doing great. How are you, Eric? How are your kids?
That's funny
How
you say that.
doing? Yo.
That's crazy you say that. The other day I told her shit, thank you. I was like, I said
to chat,
to Siri or one of them. I was like, thank you.
Right.
She said, you're welcome.
Yo, and it sounds like it.
Yeah, it made me feel like he was so grateful.
Welcome.
Like I was like, thanks.
That got me scared.
Yo, it's creepy, man.
Yo, that was supposed to help me out. That got me scared.
That's creepy. But you know what? We not stopping this shit.
Right.
So we gotta at least understand it, engage in it with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going.
Yeah,
it's out of here.
Word. I was in the crib by myself too. I felt like kind of like a connection. Like I was like, shit.
Yeah. Like there's a dude that
she's welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you saw the dude that he's married and he's dating his chat.
Oh yeah.
And his wife is cool with it. She's like, well, as long as he ain't dating a real person.
Oh, nah, that's real?
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
Well, hold on. I think it's real.
Nah, I saw a movie like that kind of.
No, there's a movie like that.
I seen that.
Dada.
He was in love with this thing. But he didn't have a real wife, though. That was only one he had.
This is a dude who has a wife.
And this is real life.
And he's in love with his ChatGPT.
Nah.
How does that happen?
He trained it to talk like a certain woman, and
so he takes her on dates.
This is the thing: is if you keep talking to this thing, it learns who you are and doesn't forget anything you say.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it knows I have kids because it heard them.
Yeah, me. I drink too much for that shit.
Hell, that's.
Hey, N.O.R.E, you want another shot of sake?
How you know I like sake?
Yo, it will tell you. Oh, don't you pour it, N.O.R.E, don't pour it. It's bad luck. And you'll be like, damn, Chet, thank you, man.
Yo.
Whoa.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I made a record in 1997 called www.N.O.R.E. And I was talking about 1997. You can look this up. I'm not Cap. I'm friends with Captain Crunch, but I'm not Cap. Right? And I was talking about this technology shit. I have no idea where it's going right now.
I don't think any of us had an idea.
You talked about like how it is now?
I talked about like the internet because I was the first person to have a two-way pager. Oh, like I was like I always liked the technology, but I would like it to show off. I wouldn't like it to actually use it. Like I would, I was one of the first people running around with a camera. Yeah. So, but where it's going now, I don't know.
It's wild.
Yeah, it seemed like I don't know, man. It just kind of made me feel like, as far as the Matrix and the assimilation, like we kind of like on some weird loop. Like you know what I mean? Like we becoming that we already were. Like I don't like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean?
Like we're almost stuck in a cycle.
Like we became them, and then that was over, and then we came back to humans, and now we back to.
No, I get what I kind of understand what you're
like. It already happened already. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
it's weird, man. It's weird. What do y'all think about the Timbaland and the AI artists? Because that could cause controversy too.
Wait, Timbaland got an AI artist?
He started. I don't know if he started an AI label, but he started a label, and his first artist is an completely AI artist.
Yeah.
So he caught a lot of like negative, feedback.
Yeah. I would think that's
they was bombing him.
Yeah, he had a Zoom call. I think it was who was on the call? Young Guru. Who else?
And they told him that they didn't like this?
Yeah, they told him they didn't agree with it. Yeah.
Oh, to his face. Okay.
Yeah. But I heard Chucky Thompson, right, the producer.
Okay.
He was on the Breakfast Club, and he said something that kind of made sense to me though. He said, if you were Timbaland at this point in your career,
You've done everything.
AI is like another tool, like another beat machine. And you probably don't want to deal with artists anymore who don't want to take your ideas the way you see the ideas.
Right.
So you probably say, I'll just deal with AI. It's not going to talk back. It's not going to say shit to me. It's another beat machine, but even better, you know?
So G-Dep's going to make a whole group.
Yeah, hold on.
G-Dep's.
Now, I'm not saying I totally agree with that, but I
He's
get
going to
it.
have his own Wu-Tang Clan.
I understand that. I understand that idea. Like, yeah, I get it, you know?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of controversy around it.
Yeah, we definitely signing an AI artist too.
Nah.
Just be all.
I'm not with it, bro.
It's gonna be under Boris Productions. Not even crazy beats.
Boris is gonna make an AI of himself with the accent and everything.
Now, this is. What was the first thing you did when you got out of jail?
The first thing?
Yeah.
The first thing I did was actually that I wanted to do.
McDonald's?
Nah, I went and bought some gum.
Wow.
Tried it?
Nah, it was just I just any gum because
Any
you know
gum?
I you know you can't chew gum.
You can't chew gum in there?
Hell no. They don't let you
Really?
get gum. You get gum and they keep it. Oh, not hold up.
You ain't even drunk.
Wait up.
You sober.
Wait a minute.
You sober, chaps.
Mr. Lee just put it too close to you.
So that's the first thing
The first thing I was like, yo, stop.
Put it, bring it in more? No, in this way, so it doesn't fall.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jamie.
So that's the first thing you did.
That's the first thing I did, man.
The first meal you had.
The first meal I had was IHOP.
I did see that. Y'all went
Hell
got
yeah.
some pancakes.
Hell
I did see
yeah.
that.
Hell, I didn't even get. I didn't get pancakes though.
What you got?
I bought cheeseburger, a cheeseburger and
from
fries.
IHOP. Let's make some noise. You being a legend.
Hell yeah. Word up.
So, because everybody that did more than 6 months, they always say the first thing I'm gonna do when I get home. Did you live out everything that you said when you get home?
Nah, I didn't even try. I didn't even word up.
I love your honesty.
Hell no, cause you come home and you say you want to do this and
Yeah,
that,
sure.
but you just do the first thing you see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh word, I ain't do that in a while. I ain't do that. No, I ain't turn a light on in a minute.
Oh, shit.
Like just
Wow.
the
Just
illest
normal.
things. Like like you know what I'm saying. That's how I still go through that. I use it as excuses now.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't have a Sara Lee piece of cake since I've been home. Like you know what I mean? Like I just use it for the illest things now.
Right.
Bro. Hell yeah.
So you come home, you see all this. The world has changed. I'm gonna give you an example of me, but this is not a good example. But me personally, I moved to Miami, and I stayed out here like 6 to 8 months, which is that's what I'm saying. It's not a good example, right? But hear me out. But I went to Times Square, and the minute I went to Times Square, I almost cried because I seen so many people in Miami. I get to see who the fuck I want to see. If I don't want to see people,
Oh, I got you.
I can stay the fuck out of the way. In New York City, you have no choice.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I walk through and I see, I want to say like 3,000 people cross the street. And I was smoking cigarettes at the time. I literally was like, and I had to run upstairs, the water in my face, and say, "You a New Yorker, motherfucker. Snap back."
What?
Yeah, because I was,
This is recently you saying that?
no, this was like when I first moved here and I stayed here for more
you
than
went
6
back
months.
for the first
Yeah,
time?
and I went back for the first time. I had to literally throw water on my face and
I see what you mean. I can see.
I had to
what you mean.
act tough because, just to tell you the truth, like New Yorkers is just tough for no reason. I had to go upstairs.
Fact.
I was saying hi to people. I shouldn't have said hi.
Right.
I was being nice. I went to the club the night before. This is how I knew I was out of touch. I went to the club the night before, and I was like, "Hey, everybody else." My friends was like, "What the fuck are you smiling for, bro?" I'm like, "I'm happy." And they're like, "This you in New York? We're not happy here."
That's crazy.
I had to turn on my ice grill. So now
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, that's a little portion. Was that something that you had to kick back on when you came home?
Well, actually, it was kind of the opposite for me.
Okay, you had to.
I had to dial it down. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would imagine it's gonna be different. You coming out of Miami? You coming out of somewhere else? This guy's like, is it the same?
I started off by saying it's a bad example, but an example nonetheless.
You know what I mean? Even my wife, like to this day, she be like, "Yo, relax." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, word up. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely had to like kind of, and I still be having to catch myself. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, like when you come home, you know, you kind of always used to dealing with things in a certain way. Like, you know, everything's straightforward, no bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so when you come out and dudes is, you know, slow dragging stuff, and you know, it's cool. We home. You know what I mean? You know, it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? I had to definitely dial it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You're making me think of, remember that scene in American Me where homie went to buy the shoes?
Don't look at me, puppet.
No. He ordered he was trying to get the shoes, and the dude's like, "I'll be right with you," and he took it as disrespect. He just got out.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah.
That's what you're making me think.
Hell yeah. It's like that though. Like, you know, like stuff that people do in jail. You know, that is like kind of real disrespect. Right. You know what I mean? You kind of bring a lot of that with you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of catch yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot of adjustment making. So. Yeah. We get the album together. You realize that you're independent. You realize that you had to do all of this, right? Was this something, if you had a chance to do it all over, and let's say Diddy wasn't in the position he is, he was in the position he was back then when you went away, would you have re-signed with him?
It's ill you say that, because when I got with him, I realized that, because he was like, "Yo, like we gonna do some music, Dep." Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, "Yo, I got," you know, he actually had a joint for me. He was like, "Yo, I want you on this."
I could hear that you wrote a lot of his joints. Did you?
Yeah, I wrote a few. You know what I'm saying?
I could hear it in him. Like, I could hear it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So when he said that, I felt kind of like in my gut, like I was like, damn, I don't kind of want that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want the same G-Dep, you know, Puff relationship. I kind of wanted like a business relationship, more
partnership.
So. Yeah, like a partnership. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when he said that, I was like, yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, we got to kind of renegotiate things though. You know what I mean? However we do it. You know what I mean? So to answer your question, you know, if I did come out and like his situation was like it was, I would have, you know, I'd have just came at it like from a business standpoint, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely would have rocked with him. The kid is a genius, man. When it comes to music,
hell yeah,
the kid is ill with it, man.
So let me ask you, because I don't know, but there's a rumor that Puff gave back all of his artist publishing.
Yeah.
Were you a part of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so he gave back the publishing.
Yeah, I still gotta, you know, iron some stuff out with that, because at the time that he did that, I was coming home.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it was kind of like, and then when I came home, he got caught up into what he was had going on. So like the lawyers kind of dissipated.
Right.
So I'm still, you know, trying to get that going on. But he did give, you know what I mean?
That's real.
Whoa, hell yeah.
That's real, bro.
Hell yeah. And I imagine.
I had to fight for my publishing. Yeah, and I remember like him just telling me like casually, like, you heard the rumor, and I was just like, what?
He told you that?
Like yeah, casually. Just like, yeah, I gave all my artists back to publishing, and he just kept talking. He just kept moving, and I was just like, he said it so nonchalant and so casual that I brushed it off. I never said that. I never said nothing about it until I think the Locks said that they got their shit back. I believe that they said they got their shit back, and I was just like, wow, that's kind of ill, like, you know what I'm saying?
It is, because like that, what that means is like now, as far as like, you know what it means, you know, like I ain't gotta tell you.
I gotta tell the audience though.
Yeah, so like, you know, now like you could place your music, like, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get it in, you know, you gotta, you know, minus the beats, but even you might be able to, you know, strike the whole deal. Holler at the producers, yo, look, yo, dude, they want to put this in Fast and Furious 12 or something. You know what I mean? Yo, what's
it's a whole different revenue stream that you wasn't getting before. Right?
Hell yeah! So you know that's big, man. The dude, Maroc from Hoodfellas.
Okay.
He the one that hollered at me about that.
About your publishing.
Yeah,
Okay.
when I was locked up, he hit me up on the kiosk.
Right.
He was like, yo, Puff giving that back and all that. So
right.
so he gave me the lawyer's number and all that.
So not only that, is after 20-something years, after 20 years,
Yeah,
you get your master's back.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not understanding. I don't got a full understanding of that.
Okay, yeah, so it depends on what you sign, because back then they had standard contracts, right? But then there was some particularly. So a lot of people, they hit 20 years and they masters already or come back to them. Some is 25 and some is like 30.
Okay.
But every one of us
have that limit.
We have that in our contract. Like, unless we were that word perpetuity.
Oh, wow.
That word perpetuity.
Worldwide universe, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that word perpetuity is a very dirty word.
That's dirty.
Yeah, that shit is,
it's a very dirty word.
How the fuck they gonna put that in a contract?
Yeah.
Throughout the universe, in perpetuity.
We can't even pronounce that shit.
Like, if they feel something we don't know, like,
hell yeah, that's like
they gonna use this shit in Venus when we die? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like how that's crazy that they can actually claim our rights after you're dead. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
because you know what? There's your family and there's estates, and that's why they do that. They don't want your estate to get anything.
Damn.
And that's dirty.
Yeah, that's like, come on, bro.
That's dirty.
They can't get nothing.
That's why I like what we doing with Drink Champs podcast, Drink Champs Network. Everyone who signs to us, they own their own stuff. We do not want to be responsible. We want to put you in the right way. We can't.
Really, we just try to set you up, and then you could go if you need.
You could go, yes.
Yeah,
we
just
want to practice what we
in
preach.
podcasting.
So everybody, we got Mem Bleak, we got Angela Simmons, we got Grumpy OGs, we got Fatherhoods, we got Watch Stalkers, we got Run Champs, Healthy High, and every single one we're setting up as their own entity. No one. So if it
forgot, Mr. Lee Speaks English. That's a new podcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a comedy.
Oh, Mr. Lee Speaks Cocaine. That sounds like a much better. but that's why I love what we're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to practice what we preach. And I think all of the industry should be like that. But let me get back to that giving back the publishing shit. I thought that was the honorable shit, because you never heard Interscope do that.
Right.
You never heard of Sony Music do that?
Never heard that.
Never heard of Columbia to do that? You never heard of Def Jam to do that? Like, this is a personal person who did that. I think that was dope.
I want to reverse things a little bit further back.
Okay.
For you, when you were just a hip hop kid, like what are the artists that inspired you to want to rhyme? I mean, I know you said LL was one of them, but that like really shaped you as an artist and to like gave you that passion for hip hop.
I mean, I always tell people Big Daddy Kane, Kane and Rakim.
That's why you ain't pick between Kane and Rakim.
I couldn't,
like,
man.
both.
Yeah, hell yeah, because those brothers, like, literally, like, we used to just stare at the Paid in Full album cover, like, damn, like, look at that shit. Like,
Their crew.
Yeah, like, you see his chain, like, you know what I'm saying? We used to be like, damn.
You got me reminiscing.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Kane, he was smooth with it, his wordplay and all that, the stuff he used to say, to pick a BC date, cause your history, like, dudes, like,
Kane changed the game too.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Word. So those dudes, like, that was kind of, I had a big five, you know what I mean? Kane.
Top five. Right?
Yeah, top five. Yeah. Kane, Rakim, Cool G Rap, KR, and I would have to say, but nah. Well, how many did I name just now? 4, right?
4, yeah.
You can go 6.
Word up.
Pick the big 6.
Yeah.
Word. Who was that dude back then, though? To me, Special Ed.
Special Ed, yeah.
Yeah, Special Ed was that dude.
Big up the Special Ed. He received a lot of slack for coming on this show.
Word?
Nah, just because of that one comment, but...
Yeah, that's my man. But he said that the West Coast ruined literally the people who ruined him. And by the way, I did not hit that.
And we're probably messing up what he actually said.
I messed it up.
So we're
and by the way, I did see it. I'm glad we brought this up. Someone AI'd us. and changed up the question a little bit.
No, they edit. They chop it up. That's what happened all day long.
And I seen Special Ed say, "Oh, that's the show who did that," and that wasn't us at all.
Yeah, it wasn't
like
us.
we don't do that. We just sprout out of our air. Yeah. It's him. Like he don't even know. Look, he's
word though.
But I want to share something because you said LL. Somebody.
Wait, did we finish the top?
Yeah. You said Special Ed. Right?
Oh, Special Ed was your.
Yeah, Special Ed.
Or you want to throw in LL too?
I didn't say LL.
You didn't say LL.
Oh yeah, so
the Queens and me caught that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Who from there is Harlem?
Yeah, that's
it. Really wasn't no Harlem like
representative.
The only person that was kind of Dougie Fresh.
Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley.
Rob Bass.
And then, listen.
Do sleep on Rob Bass.
You cannot sleep on Rob Bass.
Let me tell you something. Rob Bass is in my playlist right now.
Hell yeah.
It takes two. I think it's one of the biggest records in hip hop.
That's a fact.
And you play that record,
and you be like, "Wow!" You listen to it, you be like,
"You feel good immediately."
You just want to listen to it. Like,
it's the greatest record ever.
And by the way,
an enigma.
From what I see,
I didn't even know they were Harlem, honestly, because I'm in Miami.
They're still touring.
Crazy with them. Yeah,
they're still touring. I don't know if you remember. Left Rack had a party.
What, bro?
He had Rob Bass. He had Tone Loc. He had damn, who else the fuck he had? Naughty by Nature.
Whoa.
And so they still touring.
Damn.
They still touring.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, Easy Rock passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah, God bless his soul.
Yeah, but Rob Bass is still around and he's still out there. Yeah.
And who did I see? I seen Chubb Rock the other day.
Chubb Rock is killing it still, man.
Yeah. He's mad smart. I've never had a dumb conversation with Chubb Rock.
And we need him on Drink Champs.
I have a lot of dumb conversations. Like, I'm just a dumb conversation guy. Like, I like that. But, okay. What is your first favorite place to perform?
Would that I performed or would like to perform?
Both, yeah.
I would have to say Madison Square Garden. I would love to rock out.
To perform.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't performed there, unfortunately, though. But we performed one time in Nassau.
The Bahamas?
I think that was the time that we saw each other. But it was just another time.
Nassau is in you talking about Bahamas, Nassau, or Nassau, Long Island?
In Long Island.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay. We performed there one time, and that the crowd was just crazy, like man, the whole arena. Right. That was an ill feeling. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Word.
And where would you? So that's the place you did perform.
Yeah.
So where's the place you would like?
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden. Hell yeah. I love to rock the Garden, man. One time, man.
Madison Square Garden, bro.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Right? As much as I did in my hip hop career, reggaeton brought me to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, you did it.
It's all relatable.
Yeah. So, oh shit, I'm the only one that didn't turn my phone off, huh?
You never do.
Yeah,
your phone is disrespectful all the time on Drink Champ.
So, did you meet your wife before? Or you met her after?
Well, yeah, I met her like mid-bid.
Okay.
It was mid. Is it bit or bid?
Yeah. You would know better than me.
You would know better, yeah. But I always heard that as bid.
Yeah.
Bid, B-I-D.
B-I-D.
Yeah.
Bid, all right.
But maybe we have it all wrong.
Word. I heard somebody say bit like an old school dude. I was like,
he's probably the original and knows more than us.
Yeah, fact.
ChatGPT done fucked us all up.
Yeah. Word. Yeah. So we met like around 2015.
Okay.
I was locked up. A friend of mine from out where she's from, a kid named Lata. He got the blow it up TV joint. You know what I'm saying? He was broadcasting his thing on Facebook, and she kind of chimed in, and she was like, he was talking about me. He was like, yo, my bro's locked up. Shout out to him. And she chimed in, yo, yeah, tell him I said hold his head. Stuff like that.
1, 2, 3.
Word, you know what I mean? Shout out to her, man. She she kind of was just that, that support that I didn't have at the time. You know what I mean?
Of course.
She just wanted. She was like, so my aunt was also on that same publication, and then she kind of like, yo, look, I could give him your number. You know what I'm saying?
The wingman
Yeah, she wingman me on that shit. She was like, well, I could connect y'all too. And the next, one thing led to another. We started talking over the phone, that was, we just hit it off.
Shout out to your aunt.
Shout out to Auntie. Shout out to Auntie. God bless her soul, man. She passed away too.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
So let me ask you the biggie question. Did you ever think that hip hop would make it this far?
Hell no, man.
I didn't either.
Like I couldn't see
Some days I think like that, and then some days I be like, nah.
Nah. I could see like especially like days like thinking about Crush Groove and watching that stuff. Like I would never think like
Wild Style.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like it just seemed like something that was a thing like graffiti, like you know what I mean.
Right.
But
and them spikes that they used to wear back in the days, boy. I'm glad I wasn't in that era.
Hell yeah.
Remember you
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they were wild.
Yeah, they was wild, and they was damn near doing the Warriors. The Warriors.
Louis Vuitton tried to recreate it, and it didn't work.
I remember they were following like
the cake.
They was like following Parliament and that whole ride, and like they was following certain things that they was taken from. You gotta give them some credit.
Oh, you talking about the Warriors?
No, like that era of hip hop, they was taking like their style from like Parliament, from like George Clinton and them guys, and different things. Like that's how they were parsing their style together.
Yeah, they was wilding. Yeah, that's just crazy.
Who's the flyest borough to you?
I mean, like all boroughs got their flair to it.
You could say Miami.
I would say Miami. No, Miami's a borough.
Miami's a county. It's a county.
Word.
We're not a county. We're a city.
Dade County.
That's a Dade County. I said Miami.
That's part of Miami, right?
Well, I mean, I would have to be biased because I lived in Harlem. You know what I mean? So I know what I know from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, Queens dudes.
God damn it, give it up.
Yeah,
give it up.
Queens dudes
give it
fly.
up. Give it up.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Fly,
give it up. God damn it.
I ain't gonna lie. Like right next to Harlem, I would definitely say.
We're not New Yorkers, but Harlem is a part of Manhattan, though.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy?
So it wouldn't be a borough by itself.
Yeah, it ain't even a borough.
No, but it is a borough by itself.
No,
it's its own world.
I know it's its own world, but I'm saying
that's why they call it Harlem World. Let me give it. And I'm from Queens, and I'm gonna give it up to Harlem right now. It truly is its own world, and it's different parts of that world.
Is Spanish Harlem a part
you
of that
go to
too?
Spanish Harlem. You can go to Dyckman, and now Dyckman is baby Dominican Republic.
What's the other Dominican area?
The Heights.
The Heights.
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends.
I think Dyckman is a part of the Heights. I think it's like
what about Alphabet City? Is that
Alphabet City is way downtown?
Yeah,
now that's not Harlem.
That's not at all.
No, that's not Harlem.
That's considered LES.
Yes, LES. Yes. But I will give Harlem this: 1,000,000% their own world.
Yeah.
Like if you know all of New York City, if you don't go to Harlem, Harlem is a whole nother giant.
You know what was dope when we recorded Drink Champs in the Rough Riders
episode? Yeah, we did it in Harlem.
That was in the middle of Harlem, right?
Yeah.
I remember we crossed to go to the bodega and then people were stopping in the street. Drink Champs, what up? And the love was ill there.
See, that's what I mean. Like, right? Yeah, like, but you know what I mean? Well, Harlem is like. It's a certain type of style of fly, you know what I mean? And Queens is a certain type of style of fly. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, they both fly boroughs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's different, though.
Yeah, it's just different ways, like, you know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you, right? Being from Harlem, right, and having all these other stars come from Harlem, is that more pressure on you, or is it least pressure on you because you're like, man, I'm just going to be a part of the greats?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a duality. Like, it's kind of like
both.
It's like pressure. In a way, but then like you at the end of the day, you like, shit, I'm from here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get you feel like, it's a psychological thing, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think it's just, it's kind of like, you're going to do you or not. Like, you know what I mean? Well,
and there's a lot of history in Harlem. Like, Harlem is historic.
And I just realized, me, Cam, Mace, Iman Thug, and Tragedy, we got a freestyle called The Tri-Barrel Bridge. And I on a DJ Clue on album. And I didn't realize that Tri-Barrel Bridge only goes from Queens to Harlem, right?
Oh.
Tri-Barrel Bridge goes to the Bronx?
Thanks.
I never knew that.
You really had to teach you
Tri-barrel. Okay, yeah.
Try. Oh, okay. Yo, shit, I didn't know that either.
No.
Good one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He thought it was bi-borough.
Yeah, I thought it was just. I fucked up because. Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
Try.
Okay.
I would have never knew that either.
All right.
Damn.
That's sake.
Look at the sake.
I like the sake. So, what do you think of Jim Jones and Nas?
I mean, I just think, again, like those are just two different kinds of things. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nas kind of, you know, he kind of pushed hip hop forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if it wasn't for him, like our whole era was like it wouldn't be the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like he kind of like opened the door for dudes that was on the corner.
Yep.
Dudes that was, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, you know.
And he next up from Rakim intellectually, boom, Nas.
Yeah. You know, the younger generation at
Right.
that.
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
know how,
He next
you know
it.
how, you're right. Like, you know how, like as we get older, like these kids are getting sharper and sharper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was.
And dumber though.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, at the same time.
But,
like,
but
you know what I'm
him,
saying?
he was the era of sharper and sharper. Like,
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because you
Those
listen
dumb
to that
kids.
first album, he was only like, what, like 17?
Super young.
Like, you hear this he say?
And it's like,
I'm like,
He's still smarter than me back then. Than now.
like now. Like he was just like pulling from some type of, you know, some acoustic record or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the dude, like, so like when you know, like that whole thing, I just was like, I can't see where bro is coming from. You know what I mean?
No, it's love.
Yeah.
It's love. But I just love hip hop, man.
Yeah.
I love hip hop
That's a fact.
when you can put yourself in the category and it can actually mean something. Like that shit is just to me it's dope.
Yeah,
So
definitely, man.
So what we doing? We dropped the album. What's my man name? That drank?
Shizzy Bando.
Shizzy Bando.
Shizzy Bando.
So we dropping a follow up.
Well, we actually dropping another album called Off the Count. That's kind of
that he's producing?
Nah, he didn't produce this one, but we definitely gonna do a Stay Ready too.
Okay.
He has the projects out too, so he's gonna, you know, he does like he's a producer as well, so he has like things going on.
Right.
So we got to kind of wait for that to, you know, for time to permit. You know what I mean? But we got this album coming out now called Off the Count. It's kind of just like the whole chronicle of me being locked up, like from when I got locked up. Like,
for the countdown to get home?
Yeah, all the way, you know what I'm saying? So it's 50, thank you. So it's 15 songs, and it's all in order, you know what I mean?
Damn.
And when I turn myself in, so that album, that's the next up, you know what I'm saying? And we got and I also have...
So when you turn yourself in, all the way to the day you
all
got
the way,
out?
the last
You gotta
song.
do a book with that as well.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We got a book called Memoirs of a Credible Messenger. And we're gonna try to package it with the album and stuff like that. We're just trying to figure out, you know, the technology side of that.
Charles Simon and Schuster.
Well, yeah, Simon and Schuster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Charles Sue. Holla.
Let's make
at him
something
there.
out of this episode that you get to
That's what's up. I mean, you know, that's what we trying to put that together.
Now, this is a question I probably should have asked earlier, but I'm gonna ask now. Was there ever a time you regretted turning yourself in?
Nah.
You did.
Nah.
I mean, he did say when he was walking.
Yeah, at that time, I
was
mean,
like,
just out of the fear
what am I
of,
doing?
Yeah, out of the fear of doing, you know, going, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, after I turned myself in, you know, it was just like, you know, it was no point that I felt like it was a waste of time. Which is, I know it sounds like weird though. You know?
Nah. You was clear in your intention.
Yeah,
and that's admirable in so
at
many
that
ways.
point, so at that point, it's like, you know, you got to ask yourself probably why I probably didn't feel any kind of ways, because I'm like, you know, you did what you tried to, you know, what you were, you know, set out to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, you set things right for his family, whoever, you know, his family, you know. you working on yourself. You know what I mean? So it was like,
yeah, whatever you believe in, whether it's like your soul needed to deal with something or your karma needed to do, you was dealing with it.
Yeah, I was kind of dealing with it. So I really didn't have any regrets. You know, certain things I would feel, you know, I would feel it though. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, if I wasn't locked up. You know what I used to feel mostly when I was locked up, that I would like kind of not regret, but I would like be like, you know, kind of longing for, like, you know what I'm saying? With like when I would write stuff.
What, rhymes?
Yeah, rhymes.
Okay.
And I would think it was just crazy, like, you know what I mean? Super duper. And I'm like, damn, I can't.
No instant feedback.
Yeah, like,
who the fuck you gonna tell it to?
Rob next door.
He was just like, oh, word.
Like, they gonna like everything you spit.
Oh my God.
They're like, that's dope. You're like, I don't believe
I used to
you,
be like,
man.
yo, son, this right here is gonna take you where, bro? You ain't going nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was one of them things.
So what was your actual sentence?
15 to life.
Which you did 13 and something,
14, right?
Yeah, I did 13 in like 7 months. Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't know nobody else in your. I'm gonna keep asking questions because I don't know nobody else in the situation in life. I'm fucking 47 years old. I've traveled the country 7 times.
Dope.
Your story is like, I was so happy when we like, yo, we gonna have G-Dep, because I honestly really think you're one of the most genuine people on earth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said that earlier, and I said you honorable, but it's even gets more into depth as I talk to you. You know what I'm saying? As we go through this, you know, I feel like I'm a therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I do it. You ain't drinking, but usually I break a nigga down. But at this point, you like, that's how I usually do it. But listen, bro. I've never really heard of this. So, and I'm asking you because this is honestly something I want to know. So even like doing the bid, like you didn't regret it. You didn't say like, man, I made a mistake. Like, you didn't say that to yourself?
Nah, I can't say that I didn't sometimes regret it, because like you want to be out, you know what I mean? You want to be home.
Right, you have your human.
Yeah, stuff happens. Like, damn, I wish I was home for that. Like, you know, oh my God.
Don't worry about it. Your flowers are secure.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
That's why they're in a case.
So, but
you're good.
But I can't say that I felt like I made a mistake though. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like, you know, like it never felt like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Like, you know what I mean? I can't say I felt that way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Now, you could answer this whichever way you want. Did you notice these people family? Did you see they family? What made you say, yo, let me just go and?
You didn't even know you had killed the dude.
Yeah, I didn't know I killed them, and I didn't know
when you went to turn yourself in.
Okay,
no, I didn't know his family. It was something where, you know, when I experienced with my family one day. You know what I mean? Like, that's what kind of made me really start thinking about it.
Say that again.
Yeah, what happened with your family?
Yeah, with my family. Like, I was sitting there with I think it was like a Christmas. You know what I mean? It was just so beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? To be with my sons. You know, I had, you know, I felt like, you know, a father. You know, I had bought them their gifts, and you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just sitting there with them, it made me realize, like, damn, what happened to bro? Like, I wonder if his family.
Right.
Like, did he have kids? Did he have to? I started thinking about it.
You didn't know the person.
Nah, I didn't know him.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I started thinking about it.
It was a random argument or something?
Yeah, it was just, you know, I just, you know, one day, I always, you know, after it happened, even as a youngin', I was like, you know, I started, you know, I always was like fearful of what happened that night. You know what I mean? Like, I would get locked up, and I would think the cops knew. You know what I mean? Like, for just something unrelated.
It was haunting you.
It was definitely haunting me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, as I got older, like, I started asking myself some serious questions. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And I'm like, how else could you figure out what happened to this man? You know what I mean? So I said, all right, you know what? Well,
so you didn't know? You just thought you hit a dude?
Yeah.
You ain't know he actually got peed.
Nah.
So you found out at the precinct?
At the precinct. He was like, yo, I never forget it. He was like, yo,
when you say he's like, yo, you talking about the police officer?
The prosecutor actually.
Wait, the prosecutor's at the precinct?
Yeah, they called him down to the
Immediately?
precinct. Immediately. First.
I've never heard of this.
Word.
The prosecutor.
So they looked up the files.
No, not immediately. I'm sorry. Like, what they did was like they looked into it, and then once they seen that it matched up, because they was like, yo, what was you wearing that day? And I was like, yo, I had this on. I remembered that what I had.
You're like basically telling them.
Yeah,
like
because this is unheard of. So they can think that you're like a psych patient.
Yeah,
so they have to evaluate you. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, at that point, they were like taking me serious. Like, you know the railroad system at the end of the day, they like, well, we got one. Whoever he is.
Yeah, they want to cross out like, oh, there's an unsolved
you know what
murder,
I'm saying?
let's go.
They're like, okay, he could be bad out of hell.
What were your first words you said to them? You said, I want to admit to a crime?
Yeah.
To a crime, because he didn't know what the extent of that crime was.
Yeah, when I came in, I was like, you know, because I had came in before that.
They turned you. I heard that. Is that true?
Yeah.
They turned you away.
Yeah, they turned me away. Right.
That's wild.
Facts. They was like, yo, all right.
Yo, and that's look, not for nothing, but it's crazy that you kept going back.
Right. So this is what happened, right? So
you a genuine bro.
Nah,
Yo,
the only reason I did it is because, you know, in my mind, I'm trying to get this. You know, I'm trying to
get it behind you.
Yeah, get it behind me, right? So I had another album coming out. I'm gonna put that Ghetto Legend album out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
and this album was on Bad Boy?
No, this album wasn't on Bad Boy. No,
this
this was the album I dropped in 2010.
Okay.
With like famous records, the dude Jeffrey Collins, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
still popping.
Right, we still doing our thing. I love some like shows, you know what I mean? So I finally get another album, a record deal, an album deal. Dude is like, yo, listen, we gonna push it, da. So I'm like, I don't wanna go through this with this album, you know, with the same stuff on my mind and all that. Right. Like, you know what? I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, right? So I goes to the precinct. I says, yo, look, I did such and such and such, da. Nigga he looked at me like I was crazy. He was like, really? That's what you did? He said, so you did that. He said, you know what? Take this card, call me. We're gonna give me your number. He's like, give me a number.
This is a detective or this is regular police?
This is a detective.
Okay,
dude.
yeah.
He was like, all right, give me, because you know, I go to the precinct, like they at the desk, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. This is before you go in the precinct. It was like another like desk right here. So I go to them. He was like, yo, he said, yo, so give me your number. I gave him my number. He gave me his card. He was like, yo, I'm gonna call you if we find out anything what you talking about. He asked me a few questions, like, you know, what day, when was it? I was like, yo, it was in the winter, some like back in the 90s, 93, 92. He was like, okay. He was like, we gonna look into it. He was like I said, gave me the number, boom. So I leaves. I'm like, and then I said,
They let you leave.
Right, yeah, they let me leave. Boom. They was like, yo, beat it, right? So so they never calls me, and I lost the phone. Like maybe like a week later, I lost the phone and his car. Right, so now I'm like, damn. Now I'm still not gonna know what happened.
Right,
you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I'm going back just one last time, and if they don't say nothing this time, I was gonna leave it alone. Like, you know what I mean?
The second time or the third time?
The second time.
Okay, second time.
You know what I mean? So I go, and that was the time I'm like, I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? You doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I
That's
go.
when you're saying to yourself,
you knew this was probably it.
Yeah, like I'm like, okay, this is, and if it was gonna be it either way, like, you know what I mean? It was gonna be like, this is gonna be the last time I'm coming here. If they don't, you know, if they turn me away this time, this is it, you know? So, but you know, I went in and bro was like, you know, this rest is, you
was
know.
it the same detective or was it
Nah, it was some different dudes. And, you know, once I told him something, he kind of was like, how would you know that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, I think I said I was riding a bike. Then that's what made him get the interest. Like, he kind of
because they knew
interest.
whoever did it.
They knew it was a bike involved.
Right.
And he was like, he just went in the back and he was like, yo, and he kept asking me stuff like, yo, so, like, what was you wearing that night? And I was like, I had a brown jacket on, brown sleeves. He was like, so I guess they already had the description of the dude, you know what I'm saying? They was like, yo, damn. You know what I mean? So then they came back. They was like, yo, come on back here for a minute, you know? So then So then they spoke to me a little bit more.
Not cuffing you.
Nah, not cuff. I'm in like the interrogation room. You know what I'm saying? And then they like, yo, we got the prosecutor coming to see you. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm pretty sure they already knew. You know what I mean? So they was like, yo, we got the prosecutor coming to see you. He gonna ask you some questions. You know what I'm saying? So then they made me sit there for about a half hour. He pulls up, and then he was just, you know, you know.
Because this is the guy who took the case, so he knows all of the details.
Yeah, he knows all of the details. So he telling me, yo, he like, yo, so that night, who were you with? Like, you know, he started getting crazy, like really like, you know, investigating what's going on.
You on camera?
Yeah, I'm on camera. Okay. You know, who were you with? What were you wearing? What time was it? You know, stuff like that. I'm answering him. I'm like, yo, yeah, I was by myself. I was out there. What was you doing? Like, I was trying to, you know, I thought I was gonna rob him, and he, you know, he grabbed, you know, stuff like that. You know, right. And then he was like, yo, so after I was, and then I kind of interrupted him. I was like, yo, what happened to the guy? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then he kept talking, you know what I mean? Asking me this and that. Then he was like, yo, by the way, the guy died. I was like.
How did that hit you?
At that point, I was like, cause so now all my life, I'm like a different kind of dude until you know what I mean? Like, right. I didn't think I killed nobody, you know what I'm saying? Right. And when they told me that, I was like, damn, like, damn, I'm like a murderer now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, wow. It was like, wow. You know what I mean? And then, you know, then they just kind of like, put me through the whole process after that. You know what I mean? They was like, yo, thanks for, you know, coming in and all that.
Did they give you any like special treatment because you actually came in on this?
Yeah, I mean, they just, you know, gave me showed a little like kind of like, you know, respect for what I did. Like, you know what I mean? It was like, yo, well, man, I mean, thanks for coming in, man. But yeah, man, you know, so they started, you know, the other officers, they were kind of just trying to, you know, kind of be nice about it. You know what I mean?
Because they knew.
They knew it was about to go down. They was like, yo, look, man, yo, you know, you want a soda? Like,
right.
You know,
because you know, obviously I never got locked up for nothing like that. But to a certain extent, rappers, we get a little bit of privilege, right? When we, at what point did they discover that this person who just admitted to a homicide is also G-Dep the rapper?
I don't know. I can't even tell you like when they figured it out. I know when I got to the precinct, you know, I mean, when I got, you know, situated and went to the tombs and all of that, and then I called home, I got the call home. That's when, you know, my moms and all of them told me, yo, you know, you on the news and all that stuff. So I don't know how they translated it, you know what I mean? But I'm not sure if they knew. They might have knew. But
they didn't violate by having the cameras out. Like, you know how they always have the person handcuffed and go into the car. They didn't do that. Nah. So they respected that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if they knew or not at that point. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They might have, but it was like late. They just took me in the car, cuffed me, you know what I mean? Took me downtown. You know what I mean?
And condolences to the family of that person as well.
Yeah, for sure, man. His brother-in-law, you know, came to some of the proceedings, you know what I mean?
How was that?
I mean, I I was just there doing what I was doing, you know what I mean? He felt like, you know, I kind of like opened up an old wound, kind of, so to speak.
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
like basically he didn't want you to admit it.
Yeah, he was like, yo, he should have just, I mean, he said it in the papers, like, you know? He was like, yo, he should have just left it alone, like, you know what I mean?
If you think about it, it is old wounds being opened up. I mean,
like, you know what I mean?
It is what
That's
it is.
How you
know
felt.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
That's definitely how he felt. He was like, yo, the family, we was kind of over it, you know, and like, you know what I'm saying? And I was, you know, so fuck him.
Right,
he was wilding on me, like, you know what I'm saying?
He's saying that about you.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. Like, I'm being frank.
You're in a safe zone.
And it's a serious situation, you know?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know, I get it, though, you know? At the end of the day, you know?
Oh, man, I salute you, man. Like I always, like, you know, heard bits and pieces of the story. And I kind of, like, you know, maybe didn't even want to ask these questions on here, like just on a personal level, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like what you did is real. Like I've never heard of nothing like this. I don't think nobody's ever done what you've done. And like I see you like a man's man. Like I look at you like a man's man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Like and like down to like even your music. Like I'm trying to hear the bitterness in your music. I'm trying to hear like, and I'm like, damn, like you actually went through this in a real way. Like, and it's crazy because a lot of people can't relate to that shit. And that's the reason why I asked you the question like 2 or 3 times in a different way. Is because I want the people to see how genuine, like I kind of know my audience, you know what I'm saying? So I know, I want the people to see how genuine you are. And that's
and look, let's be honest,
amazing,
like,
man, it's an amazing story.
We can, like,
appreciate it.
The families, you know, forever, you know, like you never could make up for what has happened to that family.
Right.
But you have done what you can to atone for what you've done. And you did your time, you know what I'm saying? And all you could do is be the better human being that you're trying to be right now. So
that's how I feel about it. Like, you know, at this point, you know.
So you didn't CR out. You didn't. You had time served. You had good behavior because you said you did 13 out of 15 to life.
Yeah. No, I wound up getting clemency.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that for people who don't know?
Who gave you clemency? Like, was it a governor or
Governor Hochul. Yeah, Governor Hochul gave me clemency. She gave me executive clemency.
Wow.
It wasn't really to like, because I don't think they can give you clemency if you have a murder.
Okay.
They gotta kind of just let you go to the parole board early. So what
and
they
let the parole board decide.
Yeah. So they just basically commuted my sentence at 13 years, and then I went to the board, and the board let me go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you still had to see the board?
Yeah.
Oh.
I still had to see the board. They gave me clemency. Came to my unit.
Right.
Yo, the supervisor want to see you. I go down, talk to her. She give me the, she didn't give me a certificate then, but she told me everything. Yo, look, the governor granted you clemency. She read the certificate. That's what she did. She said, you've been hereby, granted, you know what I mean? I'm like, wow, and she was like, she was real nice about it. And then I'm like, all right, so when I go home, you know what I'm saying? At this point, you know what I mean? She like, nah, what it is, you gotta go to parole. Parole is gonna decide whether you go home.
So what exactly is clemency? What is that?
It's just basically like
it's a pardon.
It's a pardon.
Yeah, it's a pardon.
Okay.
It's a pardon, and kind of like a kind of like just because they don't just like wipe your record clean. A pardon, they'll wipe your record clean. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's not as clean as a pardon.
Yeah, a clemency, like they kind of just let you out of jail. Like it's kind of like
like you did your time, we're gonna let you out a little early.
Yeah, like
did you reach out to the governor, or the governor just heard about your case and seen you stepped it up, so they wanted to do that?
Nah, it was actually it was weird. I'm not weird, but it was praise the creator. It was one of them things. I came in from regular jailing, you know what I'm saying? And I look on the kiosk, on the kiosk joint they got, and I get an email from a lawyer. Steven Zedman, my clemency lawyer. Yo, look, my name is Steven Zedman, did the introduction, you know what I'm saying? I run a clemency group, and a bunch of kids from NYU or one of the colleges. We get people out of jail. Your case was brought to my attention by the DA, the actual DA,
the same DA,
the DA and the judge. He was like, yo, your case was brought to my attention by the DA and the judge, and they suggest that we help you get out.
That's crazy.
And I was like. So when I finally got to talk to him, he was like, yeah, the DA was like, yo, he thought they gave you a little bit too much time. And the judge, he said, yo, we didn't want to give him that time. We had to give him that time.
Right.
So then they was like, yo, then they just worked on my case from that. You know what I'm saying? From there. I just did, I followed, I went through, all the motions, wrote my personal statement, all of that stuff, got the letters, letters of intent from people and stuff like, not letters of intent, I forgot what you call it, just character statements and stuff like that. And then we just put it in.
Well, man.
I'm taking a shot, but I'm not sure. Like, what?
Nah, take it.
Take a water shot.
You're one of the strongest people I know, my brother.
Nah, you could have did it too if the spirit would have moved you.
Oh, man. I don't know if I got that spirit. I'm just to be honest, I'm a foul nigga. All right. But, whoa. Yo, man, thank you for your honesty, man.
Yeah,
you know
man,
what I'm saying? Because
it's all good.
Like, you know, first off, I don't have an experience of talking about things like this. And like, again, we're in the same industry, so I get to hear bits and pieces. And I never really understood the whole story, like how you just explained it.
Gotcha.
And I know the industry is gonna eat this up as well. They're gonna be like, wow, because I've searched you all for the 2 weeks that we was, and I didn't see you explain this like the way you just explained this. You know what I'm saying? And I was scared to kind of ask.
Oh, good.
Because, you know, there's two things that we get when we interview people. There's always somebody to say, hey, don't ask this, all right? And then we say, we don't want this motherfuckers. Tell them get the fuck away.
Right.
If I can't ask you something, I don't want
And we know
right?
it's sensitive regardless.
Yours is different. Yours was carved out. It's like, yo, him, it's a sensitive thing. And then there's another thing is I bet on the people who's on time. I lost to you today.
Damn it, man.
I lost. I bet on you.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, G-Dep is going, he's
gonna be
the
the
military. He gonna be here on time, and I lost.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I lost.
Fine, man, seriously. I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Hell
you gave your time, now you got to be on time. Goddamn it. Yo, man, thank you so much, man. Yo, Wifey, thank you for coming. Yo, listen, man, I promise you, bro. Like, one, I'm gonna reiterate what I said earlier. We went through your album. Yo, your shit is fucking fire. I can't believe
from you, boss.
I can't believe like you still got it. Like I can't believe. And we gotta.
Thank you.
You have a song on there that it's called "You Still Got It," right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
We have a segment on our shit that we doing now. Let me see if you still got it. And it's like we're gonna do the freestyle segment, like how Rap City. So it's crazy that me and you is on the same level. But yo, man, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you telling our story. I really appreciate your honesty. Really appreciate your genuineness, and I really appreciate your honor, man.
Make some noise.